Hey everyone, this is Malwave, and I'm glad that I'm doing video reviews again. And, as my first video review in a long time, it's the turn of Transformers Animated Arcee. This figure, I will tell you right now, I'm not going to be basing this off hype. Of course, this is me, so you can obviously expect it not to be anyway. Arcee has been a figure I've been wanting for a long time. And when I finally got my hands on her, I was excited beyond all belief. In fact, I even did a few upgrades to her that you'll see in robot mode. Now, just doing a quick rotation of the figure, you can tell, as Vangelis I think put it, it's a mix, it's a mix between Arcee and Hot Rod. And yes, we're covering the vehicle mode now. I should have mentioned that, I'm sorry. The whole vehicle mode itself, if you don't like these wings, they can come off. So if you like Arcee with the wings, that's cool with you. If not, you put them aside. Now, without the wings, Arcee is very reminiscent of her G1 self. She has the very distinct animated look, but at the same time, it's like the G1 toy that we never got. And I'm not counting the Impossible Toys version because that's an aftermarket part. I'm talking about official Hasbro product. This is the first official Hasbro car Arcee we've gotten. The other one, she rolls extremely well. In fact, with minimal pressure, she rolls perfectly into the shot. It's amazing. Yeah. Now, the few things that I have against the figure are firstly her weapons. Now, these things here, I'll explain them in a second, but pretty much they're so damn hard to pull out that I run into the tripod. They store back here, and you can kind of consider them as blue tailpipes. It's not that big of a knock, but it's still kind of funny to notice that she has blue tailpipes. The only other thing that I have against this figure, if you look carefully between the hands, you notice some blue eyes back there. And that's because Arcee's head. So pretty much the back of the car is her holding her arms over her head, hoping that no one will see her. It's a small knock, and I'm only mentioning this just to say, like, not to make myself sound like, oh my god, this figure's so amazing. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. No. There's always things wrong. There can't be a perfect figure. So, even with those two little knocks, I give her about a 22 out of 25. Now, on to the robot mode. And here we have Arcee in her robot mode. Now, I love this robot mode. I absolutely love it. She not only looks like her G1 self, but at the same time, she is a very good representation of her animated self, and pardon these slight camera movements. I'm just trying to adjust it so I can get her completely in the... There we go. Haha! My very cheap backdrop. LOL. I am a cheap production crew. Anyways, Arcee, getting right into the review, Arcee's articulation is as follows. Her head is on a ball joint. Her shoulders are on a ball joint. Her elbows are on a ball joint. They also rotate 360 degrees. Her arms are on a 360 degree swivel. Her waist, due to transformation, does go 360 degrees. Her thigh is on a ball joint and rotates 360 degrees. She bends at the knee, and she has a ball jointed foot. So, if you really wanted to, you can give Arcee the most insane poses possible. And this is definitely amazing for a toy. of her size. She can actually, that makes her extremely playable and extremely posable. So for articulation, I'm giving her 24 out of 25. Hasbro pulled out all the stops for Arcee and made her even more worth the wait for us Canadian boys than ever possible. In fact, it made it worth paying a premium just to get her. Gimmick is not as good and only gets about a 14. Why? Here's her gimmick. Not exactly as out of place as Wreck-Gar's arm swords, but still. Pretty much her gimmick is they store and they tab into her hand. Now I'm not sure, if anyone's seen Vangelis's video, then disregard this part, but you can't push it in sideways, because that will put stress marks on the hand. Trust me, I've already done it. So if you want to if you want to put the sword in, you have to go in from the top, and then that'll allow her to hold it. Now, due to her posability, it makes the swords make sense. She can go into some really amazing sword samurai movements, but at the same time, I don't think these wings count as gimmicks, so they aren't part of the score. And having just two swords as a gimmick is a horrible gimmick. That's kind of a cop-out in my opinion. She could have had something else. I mean, like, hell, if she even had like a rub symbol, that'd be better. But working with the figure, that's all they pretty much could do, so I'm not going to knock them that much for it. Fun factor wise, Arcee gets a 21. She's a deluxe class figure, so she is available at the deluxe class price. She's extremely posable. No small parts on her, so no kids can choke. She is mostly made of ball joints, so if an arm or leg pops off, you can put it back on. And if for some reason, and this is just a very weak point, I've seen some friends online who bought animated Arcee for their daughters, but she's also a cool figure for boys as well. So she is appealing to all age groups and all demographics. That was the word I was looking for, demographics. So in complete total score for animated Arcee, she gets an 81 out of 100. The figure is amazing. The toy, she is worth every penny that you will ever spend. And if you can get your hands on this toy, if you don't mind just having a sword as a gimmick, or having an unpainted face with very few paint apps, then by all means, this figure is for you. And don't buy it because of the hype. Buy it because it's a toy that is worth every penny that you will ever spend on her. So, until next time, this is Malwave with Animated Arcee, signing out. See ya, folks.